we're all too painfully aware that we have crime in our community, and anything that we can do to raise awareness.
The National Night Out is, of course, a national event that occurs August 5th, and we are going to take part on August 5th at Cascades Park this year.
Hello, and welcome to another City Law, City Justice. I'm Dave Northway, your host for today's show. As summer continues, we are all enjoying the weather, the lazy days of no homework, and community events. There are many different outdoor activities to choose from, and one of them is the National Night Out, sponsored by TPD and several of our business partners. Today's show will focus on this exciting program, and to kick it off, we have Tallahassee Police Chief Michael DeLeo and Sergeant Art Shepard joining me on the show. Thank you both for coming. Appreciate your time. I know you have busy calendars and things to do, especially at this time of the year. But so we're helping out again with National Night Out. Great program that we have. Chief, maybe you can explain to us kind of an overall view of how TPD works with all programs, but this one especially. Well,
National Night Out, like in many other programs that we do, is about building our relationship with the community, and we're all too painfully aware that we have crime in our community, and anything that we can do to raise awareness, education, help develop crime prevention programs, and join together and show not just the public but everybody else that we care about each other and we're going to work together to find solutions to these problems.
Absolutely. And Sergeant Shepard, you're over our Community Relations Unit. Can you maybe tell people what our Community Relations Unit is and what their role is with TPD?
Well, our number one role is to go out and educate the community as far as what crime prevention and awareness, like the chief says. But we also want to foster those relationships, try to start as early as possible. So we go out to the schools with our Officer Friendly program, Stranger Danger. We also have our neighborhood watch programs where we go out into the communities and try to educate citizens about what they can do to help themselves become less likely to become a victim.
Okay, and we refer to it as the Crime Prevention Unit. What does a unit mean? How many officers do you have doing this? Do we have one guy doing this? Do we have 15? What's the?
Well, actually, we have 6 people assigned to the unit. Each person is dedicated to a particular side of town. Say, for instance, on the south side, we have officers that's responsible for the south side of the community. We have officers that's assigned to our public housing. We have an officer that's assigned to our northeast side of the community and also our northwest side of the community.
Okay, and part of the programs that we are working with also include sports programs. I heard you talking about that before we came on the air. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, one of our crime prevention programs that we have is called, it's actually associated with the Tallahassee Police Athletic League. This year we're going to have a summer basketball camp for our kids from ages 8 to 15. We have 2 leagues. We have a junior league, which starts at ages 10 to 12 for that particular league, and our senior league is from age 13 to 15. And the league will start off next week. June the 2nd will be the first game, and we play our games down at the Palmer Road Teen Center, which is one of our community centers on the south side of town, where we try to focus and give our kids something that they can do to stay out of trouble, and also to build a relationship with officers so they can get to know officers that works in that area.
Well, speaking of south side of town, we just had an article talking about a new unit that Chief DeLeo actually helped to facilitate developing. Can you tell us about the new cops group that we have?
What we did is we reallocated some personnel that we had within the agency, and at the time we had one cop squad, which is a community-oriented and problem-solving police squad. Primarily do bicycle patrol in neighborhoods, and they're dedicated to try to solve long-term problems, not just show up, do one investigation, make an arrest, and go away. But again, it's about developing long-term relationships, getting to know people, having people get to know us, and how we can work together to improve their quality of life. And part of what we've been doing is trying to look at different areas of town where we can be more effective. So we took a group of officers, another 7 officers, and formed a second squad, which is going to be dedicated to the south side of the city, and through a partnership with the Parks and Rec, and they helped us out and gave us some office space at Jack McLean Community Center, so that way we're there, we're local, we'll be there where the kids are, so we can develop those long-term relationships like Sergeant Shepard was talking about and actively be working in the community long-term.
And just so we're clear, though, this is not a substation for police officers at Jack McLean Park. It's simply a workspace for our officers.
It's a workspace that'll be kind of their base of operations. There's not going to be someone scheduled to work there 24/7 or anything. That's where they'll go, they'll meet, they'll kind of do their briefing for the day, make their plans, and then go out from there and go to different target areas, and depending on what events may be planned or what the community events or whether there are things that they're working on.
And one of those events is the National Night Out, which is why we're here for the show today. Sergeant Shepard, can you kind of give us a broad-based, just a definition of what is National Night Out for those of you who aren't familiar with it?
National Night Out is a program that's celebrated on August, actually the second Tuesday of August every year. It's a national program, so every city in America will be having some type of recognition and some type of awareness program going on that particular day, August the 5th. And what it is a program where we locally here will be asking our community people to come out and be a part and get involved. You know, as the police department, we cannot solve the crimes ourselves. We need the community input. We need the community to call us. And so this is one of those programs where you can come out and we'll have a discussion and build those relationships and continue to reach out to the community and let them know what they can do. Everybody has a opportunity to participate just by picking up the phone and calling when you see something suspicious, or if you are not quite sure, you still call us and let the police respond to that. And that's what this program is all about, trying to teach and reach the community and let them know they have a part, just like we have a part in keeping crime down in Tallahassee.
So everybody, it's a whole picture attitude. Everybody in the community is responsible for taking care of our own community.
Exactly.
We as police officers can't be everywhere all the time. It's impossible with the sheer numbers of people and the space that we're working in. So having our partnerships with the community is the way to go, I think. I think that's absolutely the way to go, and this is a great program to kick off that ideology. Chief, is there any other new programs or anything that you're looking into at this point, or you've been here now several months? Is there something that we should be looking for down the line? Is there anything new and exciting coming?
Well, I think right now we're just looking to build on what we've been doing well. National Night Out, again, a great program for the community to come out and again to develop relationships and help education awareness. We have a number of summer events that we have set up, again, with partnerships like Parks and Rec through Splash and Jam. We have some summer reading programs set up in different neighborhoods throughout the summer. And again, anything that we can do to foster a good relationship with the community, teach them what we're trying to do and how we can be there and support them, and in turn what they can do for us, because it's so important for them to be comfortable reaching out to us, asking for help and giving us information so we can be more effective.
Absolutely, and those programs are a way of us trying to reach out and speak with the community, get to know the community. We are here to enforce the rules or the laws as they are, but we also want to solve the problems that are in our community as well. We have about 45 seconds or left in our segment here. Is there anything that either one of you would like to tell us before you say goodbye? That I missed? What I miss?
Well, actually what we're doing is we still have room for anyone that's interested in participating as far as being a vendor for National Night Out. We ask that you call the crime prevention number, which is 891-4251. Also, you can go to the city website and contact us through city email. But the invitation is open to the public, so if you're interested in setting up, please contact us.
Okay, and that number one more time.
891-4251 is the Community Relations Unit hotline.
Okay, and you're going to stay with us for the next segment. Chief, I know you're very busy. You got to get on to the next thing.
Yes, sir. But
Thank you both for coming out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you both spending some time here with me. We'll see you in the next segment, and we'll be right back on City Law, City Justice.
Until all our daughters are safe. Until all our children have families. Until all our families have homes. Until all our parents are cared for. We'll be here.
It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green.
Making it green starts from the ground up, so make sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Test your home for the presence of radon. Go to epa.gov/radon.
Make it green, green, green.
Hey, welcome back to City Law, City Justice. Today we're talking about the National Night Out, and we have two guests up on the stage with me right now. We have Officer Scott Beck with the Tallahassee Police Department, and continuing with us is Sergeant Art Shepard. Thanks both for being here, and thanks for staying with me. Sarge, we were talking about National Night Out, but we're also talking about the Community Relations Unit and all the stuff that they do. One of the questions I've always had is, why do we have a Community Relations Unit? Police officers' job is to go out, find the bad guy, and take them to jail. What is a community relations unit doing if they're not doing those things?
Well, sometimes what happens on those calls where the officers respond, they may not necessarily have the time to explain all the issues involved with a particular case. What we do quite often in the community relations unit, we do a follow-up calls, a follow-up response, particularly when we have a large party or something of that nature where we have a constant problem with people calling in about the noise and music. Sometimes what we do is we go out, make contact with those individuals and try to mediate the circumstances. So the community relations unit basically is a unit that goes out to help navigate a solution to ongoing problems that we have.
And what are some examples of ongoing problems that we have? You said, I heard you say the party one, but you're not the party patrol. So what else do we deal with in your unit?
We have a neighborhood watch. Let's say if we have a issue with where we say we may have burglaries going up and the auto burglaries going up. The word need to be get out that we need to have our citizens to lock their doors. That's a real common problem when we have those burglaries. The simple fact is that most people just don't lock the doors. And we try to have an officer go out, such as Officer Beck here, to go out to those communities and remind people if they lock your doors, hopefully you reduce your chances of becoming a victim of a burglary.
And lock your doors, we've actually done several campaigns on this, talking about it. It sounds like, I think what people think of when they say lock their doors, they lock their front door, they lock their door, the back door. But a lot of times people have teenagers, they have older kids who are coming and going, and they just simply forget to lock the door. What we're saying is when you leave your house, walk around the exterior house, make sure all the doors are locked. It's as simple as that. I have problems with that even, where I think all the doors are locked and I realize, oh, the front door was left open because my son went to it, opened the door for a second, and forgot to lock it. So you're right, the reminders are constant, they need to be done. Officer Beck, you are one of the people out there on the line, in the front lines, trying to get these things done. What is a day in the life of officer with the Community Relations Unit?
I'm actually assigned to the northwest side of town, and with my assignment, I work with several different established neighborhood watch programs or homeowners associations, and I am the liaison, the go-between, if you will, to find out what their particular community or neighborhood is facing, what their issues are, whether it's loud noise, parties, code violations, and I'll go back to the police department and help facilitate a plan or a solution to those problems, whether it is a police issue or it's a code issue. Right. I try to facilitate a solution for them.
So where is that information coming from? Is this people calling us, emailing us? Is this community meetings? How are we getting this information?
Yeah, I go to community meetings. I'm involved with their neighborhood watch meetings. I'm involved in on the website. They can email me or contact me through the community relations hotline. If they're having a particular issue that needs to be addressed right away, I will assist them in that.
Okay. And you said there are 6 officers in the unit,
We
Sergeant?
have 6 assignments. Yeah.
So you're with the northwest side of town. What are the other officers also? What do you know what they're doing?
In addition to being assigned to a particular area of town, each one of us have specialized assignments as well, whether it's the housing authority officer or an officer that is certified in CEPTED or crime prevention through environmental design, helping design buildings.
I'm going to stop you right there. CEPTED is a word that I'm not familiar with. Can you explain that to us?
Crime prevention through environmental design, and that is.
What does that mean?
It means designing buildings or designing public areas in a way that it will reduce crime before it occurs.
Okay.
It focuses on natural crime prevention tactics rather than target hardening or security systems, things like that.
Okay. So this is an ongoing solution for long-term keeping the crime down in your area. Is
Yes.
The idea.
Yes.
Okay. And Sergeant Shepard, you said there are 6 people that are working currently for you in the community. Let's talk about the housing liaison. What does that mean, the housing liaison?
Well, we have a coordinator for the public housing sites, and what that person does is they go out on a monthly basis. They have meetings with all of the apartment managers, and in those meetings, what are discussed if they're having problems with tenants who are causing issues, criminal issues. Let's say if they have tenants who may be possibly involved in some type of drug activity, that information is passed on through those meetings, and what happens is that we have the information is forwarded to our vice unit so they can do a follow-up on that.
Right. So they're in the community. They're not there daily to arrest people, but they're there to gather the information, offer some solutions, and then maybe give them that information if it's criminal to another officer whose job is to go out there and see if there's arrest that needs to be made.
That's correct.
So it's more of a partnership than anything else. You also go out to many different ceremonies or activities in the evening. One of them is going to be the National Night Out. What other activities are you going to?
Well, this summer we also have a readathon. What we're going to be doing with the readathon is we're going to be going out, basically going to our public housing sites. We're going to partner with the Leon County Public Library, and we're going to want to inform kids and remind kids the importance of reading. And we're going to kick that off in July, and we'll be for the whole week starting July the 14th. We'll be going to different sites, reading to the kids and trying to get them excited about reading, because we all know that if we start with our kids early, as far as education, more likely they will not become a criminal if they get a good quality education. So that's the whole goal behind this readathon that we're going to have in July.
So we're going to try and help out with this, be part of the solution, and certainly not part of the problem.
Exactly.
Obviously. Excellent, excellent. Any other activities that we have going on over the summer or through the summer besides the basketball league, which is quite a bit of work, and the readathon? We have National Night Out. Am I missing anything else?
We're just finishing up our Take 25 event.
What's that?
It's take 25 minutes and talk to your children about safety. And we just went to all the elementary schools, or a number of the elementary schools here in town, and we took 25 minutes out and talked to them about safety, especially safety over the summer break when they're not going to be in school.
And the idea is for the adults, it sounds like, to take 25 minutes to speak to their own?
Yes.
Right, because we can't talk to everybody.
Exactly.
Even a group of 300, you're still missing thousands of kids. So the idea of the program then is
It's a national program. It's a Take 25 event. It's sponsored by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Okay.
And again, it's a national event that takes part in May.
Okay. That brings us to the end of this segment. Sarge, you're going to have to go back to work, I hear.
Exactly.
Scott, you're going to stay with me for our last segment?
I'll be here.
All right, we'll see you in just a second here. And we'll be right back here on City Law, City Justice.
That's been just 10 seconds. If you commit a crime and pull a gun, this will be your home for 10 years. Fire the gun, 20 years. Shoot someone, 25 years to life. 1020 Life is the law. Get the picture?
It's a career of courage.
It's a career of strength.
It's a career of honor.
It's a career of integrity.
It's a career of pride.
It's a career of commitment.
Character.
Honor.
Courage.
The Florida Department of Corrections. It's a career of courage.
The Florida Department of Transportation is teaming up with the City of Tallahassee to provide its toll-free 511 Traveler Information System. 511 offers real-time traffic reports on all of Florida's interstates, including I-10, toll roads, and other major metropolitan roadways. Travelers can call 511, visit fl511.com, register for My Florida 511 personalized services, or download the free 511 app on iTunes for traffic updates. Twitter users can also get the latest traffic info by following FL511 on Twitter. So buckle up, drive safely, and check 511 for FDOT's real-time traffic information.
Every week we return all our cans and bottles. Yeah, we help to reduce the world's waste.
Aluminum? It's like gold. Oh, yeah.
Environmental defense. Get Green. For more environmentally friendly tips, go to getgreen.com.
Oh, there's a bottle. Where? Right over there. To your left. To your left. There you go. You got it.
Hi, and welcome back to City Law, City Justice. Today we're talking about National Night Out, and now we have a new guest on the show with us. That is Gabriel Habib with Target. He is the Assets Protection Leader, and Officer Scott Beck is still here with us. Thanks both for staying with me. Scott, I guess the reason that we're here is for National Night Out, obviously. Can you tell me how the partnership's kind of started with Target?
Well, Target is a national sponsor. The National Night Out is, of course, a national event that occurs August 5th, and we are going to take part on August 5th at Cascades Park this year. And we reached out to Target, and every year they're a huge supporter of this event, and they provide a large number of volunteers to help staff the event. They provide giveaways for the kids, and they help us to facilitate a very nice event for the community to be involved in.
Absolutely. And Gabe, you are the Assets Protection Leader for Target. You're going to have to explain that one to me and our viewers.
Yeah, so I'm the Asset Protection Leader at Target at the Bradfordville store, Tallahassee. My part of the job over there is just to be a safe and secure environment for our guests and our team members, and drive for operational shortages.
Okay, operational shortages, I mean in layman term is probably people
theft and operational
taking
issues,
things that
yes.
don't belong to them and trying not to pay for them. Okay, and how did you get involved with this program then? Because National Night Out has nothing to do with theft or providing a safe environment for your guests, but obviously for our community.
Target's very involved in the community and tries to give back as much as we can, and for our law enforcement partners as much as we can here too. Last year we had a lot of big events, and trying to bring it every year.
Okay. And again, you'll be bringing out volunteers to the program?
Yes, last year we had about 40. We're trying to beat that number. Maybe try to get to 50 this year. Help out, face painting, playing games in the field, frisbees, balls, and just giving out bags and helping out, serve the food.
And Target is providing all of these services or all of these people for no cost to the community, is that right?
Exactly, yeah.
So it sounds like it'll actually be a great program.
I'm very excited for this new venue too.
Absolutely. And it's at Cascades Park?
It's at Cascades Park this year.
And tell us real quick, if anybody who wants to be involved, what number would they, another business partner may want to join in, community members that want to volunteer, how would I do that?
Absolutely. We're looking for more participants. This is a partnership with the community. If you have a business, or if you're a food vendor, or you want to come out and volunteer your time, we are absolutely looking for more people to participate. We're hoping for the biggest event yet this year, and if you can help us with some sort of assistance, we are taking as many people as we can. You can call us at 891-4251, that's the Crime Prevention Unit hotline, or you can email the Crime Prevention Unit through the TalGov website.
Okay, And it's going to be at Cascades Park, which is an enormous venue, so there's plenty of room. We're not expecting any shortages because of space for vendors and things. So it's a huge place if you've been there.
It is a huge venue. Actually, in years previous, we've had it at Clayman Plaza, and we are starting to outgrow that venue, which is why we moved to Cascades Park. It's going to be a gorgeous venue this year, and we're going to have plenty of space, and it's really going to be a good time.
And is it in the daytime, afternoon, evening? When is the?
The festivities will kick off around 6 o'clock that evening, and we'll go until around 9 o'clock. We'll end the event with a flashlight walk through Cascades Park, and that's to symbolize the community turning the lights on crime.
Oh, and paying attention to what's going on inside their community.
Exactly.
That's the way to go.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, Gabe, again, Target's going to be joining you with this. You also are involved in many other charities or helping out the community in many other ways. Can you tell us about some of those?
We have various different types of volunteer events, yes. We try to build libraries in schools, or just have reading events in our stores or at other schools and local elementary schools. Really just bringing back to the kids. It's usually what we try to do as much as possible. Get the kids involved, help out the kids in the environment.
Right, which is what we talked about earlier with the idea that education of our children, starting them out early, that it's certainly going to help them in the long run, getting them involved early on with being a positive community member, so that we won't have problems down the line. And I think that's, again, the idea is that the words National Night Out simply mean come on out, spend some time out in the community, get to know your community partners, which is Target, obviously, get to know the police officers who are in the community with you. Our community relations will be out there. It sounds like it's going to be quite the event, and like you said, it's actually growing so much that we had to leave our other venue. So
yes, this is a chance for the community to be involved with law enforcement and various businesses in a positive experience. So many times that law enforcement interacts with the community in a negative way. This is one of those opportunities for us to interact together as a positive partnership to try to make a better community for everyone.
Right, and get your face painted apparently at the same
yes.
time. So
Kids love that.
It should be a good time. I was just involved, coincidentally, with a program in the Police Unity Tour that that Target is a national sponsor of as well. So we thank you from that. We do a 250-mile bike ride every year in the honor of officers killed in the line of duty. And Target is one of our national sponsors. So you're doing many things in the community, and we thank you for that, not just this program. And I don't know if people are aware of all the charity work that your corporation does. It is an amazing thing. All the help that you give us, and all the work that you put in, all the time, the countless hours of the volunteers. It's an amazing program that actually does seem to be working well. And how many years have you guys been working together?
This is our second year working together on this, yes.
Okay. And hopefully many years to come.
Hopefully, yes.
That's what it's about, building partnerships and making it bigger and better every year.
Okay. Well, we're coming to the end of our segment. Have I missed anything that we need to add that I've not talked about yet? What am I missing here? We've got the date. The date is?
The date is August 5th.
Okay.
It will begin at around 6 o'clock that evening and go until 9 o'clock. It is free for the public to attend.
Free for the public.
We will have free food. We will also have additional food vendors. And there will be activities for the kids. I believe Target's going to be giving away some cool school supplies. It's going to be just a fun, free event for the whole family.
Okay. And if they need to contact anybody in particular, it's not Target that we'd be contacting the police department through you.
They would contact me through the Crime Prevention Unit at 891-4251.
Okay, and they're the ones that will make the contacts. Target will bring out the people and all the supplies and any of our other business partners that come out, and we'll hopefully have a great time that night.
Looking forward to it, yes.
Excellent, excellent. What else am I missing here?
I think we've got it.
Okay. Well, then I think that brings us to the end of the show. I appreciate both of you coming out today. I know that you're busy at work trying to keep us safe out there, and I know you're busy trying to keep us safe out there as well. So, National Night Out is an amazing program. I can't tell you how many times I've been there. It's a great time. Come on out, bring your family. We'll see you on August 5th at National Night Out.